And new episode start. It's a Guinness record for how foolish I feel. So, that was a pain in the ass. And I assure you that I wish it were a Guinness. I wish they all were Guinness. But yeah, Game of Thrones. I would be very excited about it returning, but, like, I hate having to watch things, like, and then wait a week. Like, I read the book, it feels like a year or two ago, and I will watch the episodes, but, like, I'll wait until they're all out and then I'll, like, binge watch them. Because that's how I do's. I'm all about the binge watching. Really? Because the last time I gave blood, I drank a bunch of Guinness before. I'm screwing this up so bad. I like Guinness because I like a really thick beer. But I realize I am very much in the minority on that. I really dig it, but it's not for everyone. Like, if you watch 2 or 3 episodes and you still don't like it after that, don't force yourself just because everyone else likes it. You're more partial to Coors. I don't know what you're talking about. My dad drank Coors. My grandpa drank Coors. And frankly, it's worked pretty well so far. Incidentally, if any Coors executives are watching, hit me up for a, thingamajig. Whatchamacallit? Advertise-a-majig. I'm amazing at wording at things today, clearly. I must admit, though, it was kind of tricky finding Coors in South Carolina. Wait a minute. Let me look at this objectively. I took 3 hits. Your friend is wise. Let's see. It looks like I've got about 6 minutes, or 3 minutes, maybe, before morning. We're just gonna walk back and forth. Like I say, I've always been a fan of Coors. I think it has a lot to do with just my dad always loved them. And I was kind of, like, inundated with Coors culture. I watched a fantastic movie last night with the good folks at rpgmmag.com. And that movie was Failsafe from like 1963 or 1964, and it had like Walter Matthau in it and stuff. And usually I'm not into that kind of thing, but it was really good. Oh, I've always enjoyed drinking beer. I mean, it was an acquired taste, but like, once I got used to beer... But then again, I grew up in the Appalachian Mountains, and it was like, well, you can start drinking beer early, or you can be a teetotaler. So, I didn't really start drinking beer early, but... Oh yeah, Dr. Strangelove, that was a very good one. I still have that on VHS. Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything about Bud. I've been very fortunate in that I've never, like, had to drink Bud. Okay, so I have just completed my experiments, and it seems like these enemies aren't any easier to kill in the daylight in the mansion. So that's kind of important. Man, I don't remember it enough, but I do remember loving it. But the RPGMmag.com member Tutmos recommended the Failsafe movie, and like, I'm not into drama normally, but that movie was genius. Like, it had us all just biting our nails the whole time. Like, it was an amazing Cold War thriller. So if you ever get a chance to watch that, like, if you're just, like, really bored and drunk, and you're like, well, I gotta watch something, you could do worse than that one. Okay. I need to go to the end of this hall, and then take the right path when I get there. It ain't half bad. Like I say, I mean, I am not into drama or, like, suspense movies. I'm all about horror and comedy, but I really liked it. I dug it. It was very good. It kept me intrigued. The Rope, eh? I'll have to check that one out too now. There's bones and webs flying everywhere. Okay. Camilla. Or Carmilla. Or Caramello. Check it out, out, Caramello. Does anyone remember that commercial from back in the day? It had to do with a candy that came in a bar, but there were like segments filled with caramel. It got me again. It got me again. Good point. Okay. Hey, Dead Zergling, you're back just in time to get wrecked by Camilla's scream. Ain't that something else? So, if the guy over here has laurels, might as well just use some now. I beg of you, take my laurels. Okay. I ain't arguing. And he gave me a full set. Oh, you liked that Patreon pic, didn't you? There's a story behind that Patreon pic and that quote. Yes, but first, I need to get out of this mansion, and this time I need to actually save before I die. Because last time I beat this mansion, I didn't save before I died. And, I was slightly irate about it. I mean... Talk away from water. SirRosser, maybe? I mean, already I have more lives than last time, but... Let me think about this logically. I'm gonna use that, and my Dracula rib. To be fair, I was kind of looking for an excuse to just chug a whole beer live on camera anyway. And that was as good an excuse as any. I'm filling a niche market. But at the same time, yeah, I was pretty pissed. Walk halfway across the goddamn Transylvanian countryside with a whip and all of Dracula's parts, and it's like, hey, you're a warrior chosen by the gods. Well, just the one god, but, you know, you're a warrior chosen by God, and, you know, you think God would be like, hey, Simon Belmont, I like you a lot. I'm going to afford you more courtesy than I afford witches, because every time there's a witch, we just toss them into the ocean and let them drown, because witches sink. You know, it's not like they can swim like any normal person. No, witches sink, and that's what Simon Belmont's up to these days. Simon Belmont sinks like a classical witch. Did you see that? swear to Pete, if I screw this up and I don't manage to save this time again, I should just go ahead and equip this nail. Do you elect to press or hang? Nope. Ooh. I almost fell in that water. My butthole clenched very tight, I assure you. I made it. Woo! Alright. Gonna stop the recording and start a new episode now.